Hello, you guys. This is going to be a Cancer new moon reading for all 12 signs. This will be a love energy reading, okay? So we're gonna start with Aries through Pisces, okay? So we're gonna go in the correct order, starting with the first zodiac sign all the way to the 12th zodiac sign. So I'm just gonna do it in order, okay? I'm gonna use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for this spread, and then I'm gonna use the Master Tarot as the clarifier card for the spread. I'm just gonna pull one card from each deck, okay, for all 12 of the signs, or for each 12 signs, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn into the energy, Divine Spirit. 12 cards. 12 cards. Aries through Pisces. 12 cards. What is the energy? Energy of love. Oh my goodness. 12 cards. The energy of love for Aries through Pisces. Divine order. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Divine Spirit. We have the new life as the overall energy for everybody. So it's some new energy here that we're dealing with. So same thing, Divine Spirit, here with this deck. If I could please clarify all 12 cards. All 12 cards. Clarify the energies for all 12 cards. No, that's not 12, but let's see what we got here. Five of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So it may help to check for some of you who have Venus in Cancer. That will very well tell you, you know, about your relation to Cancer when it comes to love. For others of you, you can check what if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, or possibly where Cancer is sitting in your house. That would probably help you. There's a lot of resources. I like to go to Cafe Astrology. Astrology Answers sometimes has you know, astrological updates for each moon cycle, and I believe it's tarot.com, one of the others, where you can read your sun sign and how this new moon is going to affect your sun sign individually, okay? So let's go ahead and look at Aries energy. All right, Aries. So you have the Exchanging Gifts card 27 with the 7 of Swords, okay? So there's something that you're either withholding, okay? You're withholding something, or you're being deceptive with your motives with the Exchanging Gift card. I say that there's like this, it's feminine, very like, it's pink. You can't see because of my purple light, but this is like pink energy. And I get this pure loving energy, but also feminine energy with the 2 of the 27. So this is like the number 9. So this is a number of completion. But the number 7 stands out to me because you got the 7 of Swords as well. So in the number 2, stands out as well. So I feel like you could be being deceptive with another person that you care about or love, or you're withholding your feelings from someone. You're not giving them that pure love that you desire to give. There's a fear of this energy exchange with someone else. So you're kind of deceiving yourself, maybe trying to suppress that energy by not thinking about it, okay? Could be that for some of you, you are being deceptive in your giving. Like you're doing it for, you want to do it not from a place of pure love. Like you're not giving to someone out of the kindness of your heart. You're doing it because you want something out of it in return. There's something undermining about it. It's like, say for instance, you give your best friends, you know, you give your friend dinner, or you pay for their dinner. It's like you expect something in return from her later because you know you're going to want something, or you know exactly what you're going to want from your friends. So it's like you're not taking your friend out to dinner from the kindness of your heart. It's like you got an agenda. So for some of you, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's not coming from a pure, authentic place. But for others of you, I feel like you're trying to suppress this energy exchange or giving from your heart out of some sort of fear, or you could, you know, be confused in some way. There's a deceptive energy there. So it could be that you're doing this to someone else, or you're doing it to yourself, okay? In relations to someone else, where you should be giving and giving the pure energy that you have for someone else, or sharing the love with someone, and you're suppressing it. There's a fear here, or there's just, you know, just rather keeping it under wraps, okay? It's kind of what I'm getting for you, Aries, that you'll be dealing with for this new moon energy. Okay, so on to Taurus. All right, Taurus. So you have 3 between worlds with the 10 of Wands. So when it comes to the love energy during this new moon, I feel like there is a bit of a struggle here because you're looking at 2 different sides. It's like a double-mindedness. A part of you is stepping into a new world, a new energy. There's an excitement, and then there's a part of you that's still at the tail end of a past situation, past relationship, or relationships to others where it may have been dark or disappointing for you, may have been a hard time. And it's hard for you to balance out these 2 energies, okay? It's hard for you to manifest or create a new energy, or to dwell in a new energy, because you're back and forth so much. So it's kind of like double-mindedness as well. If you're trying to manifest or create something this new moon when it comes to love, you're kind of confused. You don't know what it is that you wish to manifest or create. Could be that you're double-minded, that a part of you is excited and has positive expectations. You're optimistic about love and what you can create, and maybe even feeling like there's new energy coming in. But then there's a part of you on the other side of things that is overanalyzing or thinking from a dark place. So it's like Spirit's asking you, what exactly do you want? You're having a hard time with this. It's a struggle energy to just say, you know, it's indecisive pretty much. You're indecisive about what you want. One part of you is happy, let's go, let's do it. And then the other part of you is like, no, I can't do it because this happened to me in the past, or I don't know, and all of this negative stuff. So it's causing you a bit of stress, you know. I just feel like to get over that, you need to be totally direct with yourself, or be, you know, make a decision, because there's a lot of indecisive energy around you, okay? And it's hard to manifest and create new things when you're still stuck in the past, or you haven't addressed the past, or you're allowing the past to dictate what you want to create in the now. So it's causing an imbalance for you, and you're struggling with this energy. Okay, so on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, so this is your love energy for the new moon. You have 22 blessed with the King of Wands. So your love life is being blessed during this new moon, okay? You might have to go out. I don't know where that accent came from. You might have to go out, get out of your comfort zone, get out of your shell to go after this energy that you're trying to bring in, okay? You gotta, like the King of Wands, you gotta have that mojo. You gotta have that sauce, that juice to go after what you want. You gotta be confident, okay? Also could be that you're dealing with an fire sign, a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, love interest or partner. There's also a lot of sexual energy. I feel like you're also, I feel like you're blessed with a lot of options. If you're single, you're gonna have a lot of people attracted to you. It's like you're exuding this fire energy, this King of Wands energy, male or female. You're exuding this powerful, strong, fiery, sexy energy. If you are in a relationship, I feel like you'll be very passionate. You'll look very good to your partner. So there may be a lot of sex around this time. I just feel like, you know, the word blessed means abundance. So you're going to have an abundance of things in your love life during this new moon. Okay. But I just feel like for some of you, you need to come out of your shell and embrace this, because you might attract somebody. Like, I'm just getting a visual of someone at a bar, and you're just standing there with your arms crossed, and there's people that's coming up to you, and you're kind of like, who, me? Like, you're looking around, like trying to double check to make sure that they're paying attention to you, and they are. So it's like you need to come out of your shell and embrace this energy, because you are going to come off very attracted to others. And I just feel like this is a blessed time. And for couples, I see you guys all over each other. But this is a blessed time. And if I recall, in your other Cancer new moon video that I did, you guys had the energy of number 4, which is like stability. That energy is here as well, because you have the number 22. So in numerology, that breaks down to 4. So you got that energy again. So this is good when it comes to like stable commitments and relationships that are already in your life right now. Also, out of the romance element, I feel like this will be a great time for you and your family to do things together. Like, maybe you can create some family time, or, you know, do something fun together, something active, some activities, or you're just spending a lot of time with those that you love. And it's a good time. It's an abundant time. I feel like you would believe that you're very blessed right now. Okay, so that's your energy, Gemini. Now moving on to Cancer. All right, Cancer, this is your new moon energy. So let's see how this is going to affect your love life. So you have 17, the Fates, with the 7 of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like this has been a long journey for you when it comes to love, okay? It doesn't have to just be romantic. I'm feeling like relationships in general, like very important relationships in your life, fated relationships, soul, family, soulmates, divine partners, twin flames, whatever you resonate with, kindred spirits, karmic lessons. It's been a long time coming. You've been working very hard. You've been very patient. It's been a long period. And I feel like things are starting to finally come into alignment. Like, these karmic things are finally, you know, you're getting your dues with this. It's funny because the 7 here, you both have 7. This is divine energy. This is God's energy. Then with the 17, it adds up to 8 in numerology. 1 plus 7, 8, of course. Moving on to the 8 of Pentacles, it's like you're still working, but I feel like as you pick up work again, so the karmic cycle is not fully completed for you. I just feel like you get to take a break from this karmic situation. Things are starting to fall into alignment, definitely, but there's still work to be had. But I feel like you're just going to understand the lessons much more. Like, you're going to see why they're valuable. Or if you didn't see how things were, you know, lessons for you, you're going to see them now, and you're going to look at the value within those lessons. So it's like you're not going to oppose them anymore. You're not going to fight against them. You're not going to be expecting people to give back what you give back, because Cancers can be very self-sacrificing, very nurturing. So it could very well be that you're starting to see all of the divine, you know, the divine order in these things, okay? Seeing the value within why you've had to deal with this person or that person. Why did they treat me this way? Why did I react in this way? You know, you're thinking about all of that right now. And that's actually putting you in alignment to create what you want or be in the space to have what you want in relationships, whether it's a good relationship with your mother or father or your friends, or, you know, male energy, female energy. It's like you're balancing all of that out. And the most important relationship with yourself and even with spirit, and seeing that you're not actually misfortunate. It's a blessed energy. So like I said, this energy in the other reading for Cancers, this was going to be a reflective period for you. And I feel like this is no different, because he's pretty much contemplating. He's taking a step back and he's looking at these pentacles. And I feel like that's him looking at the divine order in these things and looking at the value of all that he's worked for. Okay, so I feel like that's you. All right, so I hope that that resonates with you, Cancer. Now moving on to Leo. All right, Leo, so let's see how this energy is going to affect you and your love energy. You have 7 of to the sea with the 8 of Wands. So I feel like you might be traveling for love, some of you. At this time, I just see like a woman getting her bags and just packing them, and then, you know, just going off to see her lover. There's a lot of passion, and I get a caution with this because you got the number 7, and that's divine's, you know, divine energy, but it's, you know, God's number, but it also represents caution and warning. When you hear caution and warning, it's not always a bad, dangerous thing. It's just an alarm like that goes off. That's kind of like a flash. It's a sign to get your attention. So I feel like for some of you, like this woman, like I got this visual of a woman packing like her bag or whatever to go off to see her lover. Some of you could be sneaking off in the night with someone, and it could be just, you know, booty call type of thing. So be very mindful of that this time. For some reason I needed to say that, because it's not what it seems. Others of you may actually be planning to go on a trip to see a lover, or some of you may actually meet someone around this time. As you travel, you could be meeting someone from overseas, or someone, you know, in your town that's from overseas, or something like another country or something like that. Or planning around this time to meet up with a lover that's, you know, across the ocean or the sea or something. But others of you, I just see that there's a lot of passion that you have when it comes to love, whether you're single or you're in a relationship or you're interested in someone. There's a lot of passion, and it's like you're just allowing it to flow. You're not opposing it. You're not trying to suppress it or control it. You're just allowing it to move. You're just allowing spirit to do its thing as well. I feel like some of you have been hit very hard by love. That's why some of you are willing to get these 2 a.m. calls and get up and, you know, pack your duffel bag just to, you know, go see this person, not really using your head when it comes to this person for some of you. And others of you, it's like a lot of passion, like I'll go the extra mile for you, like I'll travel to see you, I'll get on a plane, I'll get in my car, I'll get on a bus, I don't care, I'll come see you. That type of energy. There's a lot of passion that you have, which isn't bad, but just be careful how you channel it, especially like with the warning energy I get, that some of you, you're just not sure of what you're walking into with some of these people. Like you could be going out on a limb, like you could have met someone online. This could be like a messenger type of energy. You could have met someone online, and it's like you don't know very much about them other than what you see online and what, you know, conversations you have. So just going out to meet someone for the very first time is a big risk. So I feel like that's why Spirit's cautioning you in a way. Not saying that anything bad will happen to you, but just take your head with you. Don't allow Cupid's arrow, because the 8 of Swords can represent Cupid's arrow. Don't allow it to just take you and leave your head on the dresser, you know, that type of energy. But if you're in a relationship, there's a lot of passion, okay? Like I said, long distance relationships come to mind. So that's pretty much it, what I'm getting for you, Leos. So now moving on to Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's see what this new moon energy has for you in your love energy area. So you have 16 of all that glitters with the Hierophant, okay? All right, so you guys may be married. For some of you, you could be in other committed relationships. I feel like Spirit's trying to make you see differently, okay? Don't be deceived. Maybe you and your partner have gone through some rough things, or maybe you see marriage in a negative light, you know? Like you might see, like, for some of you, you might have this perception that if I only get married, if I have the big wedding, if I have this and that my whole world will be completed. And Spirit's saying that all that glitters is not gold. So these traditions may not really work for you. The whole traditional marriage thing, you know, it may not even be a true desire of yours. It could just be something that you were raised to believe is the right thing. And Spirit's telling you that all that glitters is not gold. That some of the things that you are fixed on, like some of your values and things, could have been adopted through other people, not really coming from your higher self or your true self or what's of your true path. So Spirit's just telling you to look at things from a different perspective, on a higher perspective. So there's this energy here in the back. It's like a higher power, and taking off these masks, because there's some sort of deception about how you're seeing your values, or how you see marriage, or how you see spirituality when it comes to love. You know, and it's like, for some of you, you may very well believe that, you know, love and, you know, spiritual connections like soulmates and karmic relationships or lessons or past life relationships, divine partnerships, whatever you want to call them, twin flames, twin souls, whatever, divine partners. You might think that those things are very fairy tale and not realistic at this time, but Spirit's just telling you to use your discernment either way it goes, okay? Make sure that your visions, your beliefs come straight from you, straight from your source, and not from someone else. You know, how you've been taught to believe or raised to believe, or, you know, what society says is right. What do you believe to be true, okay? So that's pretty much what I'm getting for you. This is more like a spiritual type of lesson, or not so much of a lesson, but more so a spiritual time in your love life. It's not so much like, I believe that I said that you guys would be meeting your divine partners, or you'll get clarity about your divine partners. And I feel like that also resonates in the love reading. So if you watch your message in the other new moon reading, I feel like this will make sense too. Like it'll kind of be like a puzzle piece, so to speak, for you. All right, Capricorn. So I am moving on to Libra. All right, Libra. So let's see what your energy is for this new moon. You have 48 poised with the star card. So these are beautiful cards to have. Both women are very beautiful, very open, and can't really see her too good, but she looks like a beautiful ballerina. She's open, she's receptive, she's playful, and here is like that open, receptive energy here as well. Very pure, innocent energy. So I feel like for you in your love life, you're very open-hearted to love right now, whether you're single or in a relationship, or, you know, you're putting yourself out there, you're putting your best foot forward. You're being your authentic self. There's nothing to hide. Both cards to me symbolize receptivity and vulnerability and authentic energy as well. Like just being you, being for real. You're not putting on any facades for anyone else, whether they like it or not. But that's what's beautiful about you. Like you don't have to be this, you know, what you think people should want you to be, like whether you should be a hard person, whether you should be a soft person, you need to do this, you need to do that. Whatever is you, whatever energy is you, it's being encouraged by Spirit, but it's also like you're being supported, okay? It's like you're being supported by Spirit by standing in this way. And I feel like a lot of people are going to see you. Like people are going to see you. And like you're gonna shine very bright. There's stars in both cards. You can see there's stars around her, and of course here with the star card. So this is like you being in alignment with your true self. And when you're in alignment with your true self, you can manifest, or you can call in the things and the people that match that vibration, okay? Because the star card is about manifestation as well, and dreams and goals. It's also about hope, renewal, the biggest dreams you could ever have. So I feel like you're putting yourself in that space. You're opening yourself up to be in that space, to have that big dream that you might feel is far out or other people might see as unrealistic or, you know, too out there. That's not you. You know, you're putting yourself out here and Spirit's aligning those things, you know, those big dreams for you, okay? As long as they're, you know, of your highest good and they're truly what you desire, Spirit's bringing those things about to you. A lot of you are going to be very attractive to your partners, or I see a lot of physical energy, a lot of sexual attraction. I'm curious to see what Aquarius gets, because it's almost the same energy here with Gemini, because you guys are all air. Gemini's had this energy of being very sexy and very attractive to, you know, others, whether they're single or partnered. A lot of people are going to see them, and Spirit's just wanting you to be seen. Like, you're open, you know, a lot of people see you, they're attracted to you, you look very attractive. I feel like you're getting what you deserve now when it comes to love, whether that be people congratulating you, such as your friends and your family, or people just complimenting you for your greatness. Not so much like the physical, that, you know, that applies too. So remember, this love energy reading just is not exclusive to romance, it's also for other relationships. I just feel like a lot of people are going to see you for you. All right, Libra, so that was your reading. Now moving on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's see what your love energy is for this week. It's new moon. So you have 11 by the book with the 9 of Cups. So for you guys, I kind of feel like you're following in the footsteps of what others desire for you, what your family wants for you, or what you think society would want or fit into society's goals and desires and, you know, aims in life. And I feel like it's a faulty desire, because it's based upon what others want. I feel like this is generational. This is like your family, or this is just, you know, society over, you know, over with time, within centuries. Could be ancestral things that you're carrying that are not really your beliefs or your desires or wants and needs for yourself when it comes to relationships, whether that be romantic, you know, family, friendships, whatever it is your love relationships are. You're following the structures of what those are supposed to be based upon society or your family's influence. And I feel like there's wisdom within this. Spirit wants you to see how you're doing this and why you're doing it. Maybe even go in and verify which are my desires and which are things that people would want from me, or what society says is okay to have and want in a partnership. Because you may not really want to get married, but it's like your family pressures you to get married, and then therefore it's like you think that that's really what you want, but in actuality you don't. You know, that's just an example. You know, it could be different for whomever, but that's just what I'm getting, that you are, you know, denying you see how he's closed off? That's not being receptive. So whatever these cups are, these aren't really his desires, his wants and needs. I feel like it's family, you know, society, what the TV, the books say, you know, by the book. It could even be religious structures, but whatever it is, I feel like you need to really look at what do I really want for myself, not what everybody else wants from me. That's the energy that I get for you, Scorpio. Pretty straightforward. All right, so moving on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, so let's see. Your new moon love energy. You have 20 Imagine with the 8 of Swords. So you are like so like non-imaginative right now when it comes to love, or maybe you're not even thinking about manifesting or trying to release or heal so you can move forward in the next phase, because you know the new moon is all about new beginnings, but also releasing and letting go. So you could even, like, your mind may not even be focused on creating or manifesting anything in regards to love. Or it could be that you're suppressing your dreams, you're suppressing all of your desires. You're not using your imagination to bring about what you want. Like, you could be very visual, and you see how she's blindfolded. It's like you have all of these desires, I feel like you want. Like you could be very creative. Sagittarius are very intelligent people. They're very playful and very colorful. Like, they're just, I would say, like, majority of Sagittarius are like rainbow children. Like, they have this bright energy. They're playful, no matter what age they are. They got this childlike, creative, artsy type of colorful energy. It's like rainbow energy, I keep saying. And for you to be this person right now, I feel like it's not you. I feel like it's coming from a place of self-doubt, a lack of self-worth, not believing in yourself that you could actually manifest what you want in love. So notice the number 2 here. I feel like imagination is imagining the relationship that you wish to have, like daydreaming about it, visualizations. That's one of the key elements or key ingredients to the law of attraction or manifesting, is visualizing. So you're not even doing that right now, and for some reason you're doing it out of a sense of like limitlessness. Like you don't believe that you can do it. Your mind is limiting you. You're not even trying to focus on it. You're doing this willingly. I don't feel like this is something subconscious. It could be for some of you, might not even realize it, that you don't even want to fantasize or daydream or even try to call in the very thing that you want inside. Instead, you're just like, I don't want it. I can't do it. It's, it's too hard, or it's never going to happen. Those types of things are going through your mind, and it's causing you to feel like you're not in control of what you manifest. And it's like, if I think about that, it's not going to happen, so you're shooting yourself in the foot before you can even walk. That makes sense. So that's the energy. Just watch that, you guys. I feel like that's not beneficial for you, because this is not your energy. It's not you. Definitely not a swords energy, because this is air element. You're fire, so you're all in your head. Even in this card, there's a lot of clouds, so it's like you're just trying to suppress your dreams a little bit, and I feel like that's not going to benefit you. Okay, don't suppress your dreams. All right, so moving on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, so you have, for your new moon love energy, 31Y with the King of Pentacles, which is you. This is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn male, but it could also be female. So this is an earth sign person. This is someone who's got it together, who's very stable, who's grounded, someone who's well respected. I feel like a lot of people look up to you. You're very honorary, very down to earth, very loyal, very reliable. With the Y card, it's like, when it comes to love, you might be looking at your situation and saying, like, why am I not, why am I not this, or why do people look at me? Like, why do they even want me? Why are people even attracted to me? And it's like, Spirit needs to remind you of who you are, that there's something very valuable about you. You're a treasure. You're important. You are worthy. And I just feel like you question yourselves a lot as to why someone would even want you. Why doesn't anybody want me? I have a lot of good qualities could also be the other thing as well. Like, why am I not getting the love that I deserve? Whether you're in a relationship or not, you just kind of feel shortchanged. I feel like you're trying to see why. Like, you're asking God why. Asking Spirit, why am I not able to create a stable relationship? So for some of you, like, say, men, I feel, men Capricorns, you guys could be saying, why do women keep abusing and using me? Remember, you guys have big hearts, and sometimes that will attract the wrong type of person. You'll attract people that just want to use you, especially if you've got money. Okay, or you're just a self-sacrificing person. You love everybody. You will drop things for yourself in the expense of someone else just to take care of their needs. You'll just put yourself last. So a lot of people are greedy to that type of energy. So you could be asking, why do you keep attracting these stable or unstable relationships or unstable partners in your life? Toxic connections doesn't just have to be romantic. It could be friendships. It could be family members, or family dynamics or relationships. You just feel like people just use you and take you for granted, and you might look at yourself like, you're very worthy, so why are they doing this to me? Why does people keep using me? Others of you are just like, why doesn't anyone see me for me? Like, why you know, and just feeling down on yourself, like I'm not worthy, why do people even want me? Like you might even question why people are loyal to you, why people love you. And that's, you know, it's just a bad thing to think like that. But I feel like Spirit wants you to see yourself as worthy now, you know, that those things that you have been attracting are no more, especially the people that have wronged you and have used you for being a good character. I feel like you're still going to get what you deserve as far as a reward for being you, for being your authentic self, and you will get rewarded with someone that really, really loves you and really, really cares about you. I said Virgo would have that that twin flame soulmate energy, but I believe it was you and my other new moon energy that you're going to get clarity on that as to why, you know, and that's going to come up. I don't know why I said Virgo, but maybe Virgos will resonate with that anyway. But for you, you're going to get some clarity about your connections and why certain things are the way that they are, why you've attracted certain people. And for some of you, you're going to get a divine partner regardless. If you have someone now or you have not met anyone yet, you're going to get the right person that comes around for you. Okay. All right. So moving on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. So you have the Judgment card with the 45 of time to go. So you're getting the call that it's time for you to walk away from things that don't serve you. It's time for you to move into a new life, a new energy. And it's very scary because you don't know what you're walking into. You don't know what's on the other side of the door, especially if you're being guided to leave people behind. This isn't just exclusive to romance. It could be all types of relationships in your life. You could be guided to let them go. And you're getting the call. Spirit has been trying to get your attention for quite a while on leaving some people behind. They just don't serve you. You know, there's a lot of people that are spiritually dead around you. They're not, you know, they're not elevating in their, you know, their higher selves yet, which is not bad. Doesn't mean that you're better than them, but it's like your energy cannot dwell here anymore. You know, it's just some people, you know, even environments. It could be that you're being guided to leave a job. You're being guided to leave your home because it's just that energy, you just don't fit there. You know, some things, we live in a world, like, you know, we feel, we see, we touch and everything, but there's certain energies we can't see. We're living in you know, an energetic field we can't see, if that makes sense. So as we elevate ourselves, certain energies, levels of frequencies, we just don't match anymore. You know, it feels very uncomfortable. So you might be getting the call that it's time for you to leave a home. It's time for you to leave a job, leave a friendship behind, leave some family members in the past, leave a lover behind. You're just getting the call, and it could be other things about you. It could be things within yourself that you know just don't serve you anymore. They don't match you. They cause you to be at a low vibration, to be sad, angry, you know, low vibrational responses to things. And that's a sign that that's not you anymore. That's not your energy anymore. So it's time to move on. And it's very scary because it's causing you to step out of your comfort zone, so to speak. It's like you're being pushed out of your shell, you know. It is number 45, you know, breaks down to 9 in numerology. So it's definitely about completions and endings, okay? Doing the right thing, honoring yourself. You've been getting the call, okay? So if it's hard for you to walk away from certain things that you're being guided to, ask Spirit to give you strength, to help you with making this process easier for you and to be able to move on, okay? That's really what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. Now moving on to Pisces, last but not least. All right, Pisces. So let's see what your new moon love energy is. You have 25 round and around with 6 of Wands, the victory card. So I get that Spirit's trying to show you the cycle that you're repeating, okay? That I feel like you want victory and success, and it could even be that Spirit is trying to get you to pay attention to really think about what victory and success really means for you in your relationships, your love life, your home, family, your friendships, your business relationships. Like, really go within yourself and really think about it, because I feel like you don't really know what it is that you really want. What is victory and success to you? Like, what would really make you feel happy or successful in your relationships? What does this reward mean to you? What would make you feel deserving or rewarded? Okay, recognize, getting the recognition you deserve in your relationships, because I feel like you go around within yourself as like, okay, so what do I really want? What would really make me happy? What would make me feel like I'm getting all that I deserve when it comes to love? Because you might not even know. It's like you're just going back and forth within yourself. Okay, it's a continuous cycle. Like, I feel like you're almost like you're never really happy, you're never really satisfied, you never feel like you're getting what you deserve. So that's something that Spirit's trying to catch your attention. So what is it that you're really looking for? What do you really want? What will make you feel satisfied, successful, recognized? Like, what would it really mean to you? Because it's like you don't really know what this means to you. You keep going around and round within yourself about it. So I'm just going to pull one more card from the Romance Angels as advice for all. And the Spirit spit it out. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So all of you, when it comes to love, whatever your intentions are, whatever your desires are, Spirit's telling you to state those intentions, be very clear on what you want, allow situations to unfold naturally. Just go within the moment, flow with what you feel is right for you in the moment. Don't worry about the tomorrow, the what ifs. Don't attach yourselves too much to the outcomes, is what Spirit is telling you. That's the biggest key to manifestation. Once you state what you want, once you visualize it, manifest it, stay detached, you know. Focus on it, you know, when it feels right, but then let it go once you start worrying about how it's going to come about. When is it going to come? What is it going to look like? Who is it going to be? You know, all of that stuff. How long is it going to take? Detach from all of that stuff. Just know that it's coming. That's enough. That is enough for Spirit to work with. Okay, so that's the message, you guys. I hope that it resonates. And then you got the worth waiting for card at the bottom, because it's all worth it. All right. That's your reading, everybody. Much love to you. Peace.